Hello everyone, today I'm going to explain how to completely solve a light leakage issue that some users have encountered on our Wanderer ETA. First, let me explain where the light leakage actually comes from. You may notice that when the adjustment distance of your ETA increases, the upper part will be lifted up, right? Then a gap will form around the ETA. However, the gaps in these areas will not cause light leakage. Some users may wonder whether they should use black tape to seal the gaps. This is not necessary. The gaps on the sides will not allow light to enter because the middle part of our structure is sealed. So where does the light leakage come from? Our M54 ETA is designed to be compatible with the mounting hole positions of OAGs from different manufacturers. Therefore, the through hole for the screws in the middle is designed as a long slot. As a result, in some cases, when the adjustment distance of the ETA increases and a gap appears in the middle area, light can enter through these slot openings. Previously, we provided a light blocking gasket and asked everyone to install it between the ETA and the OAG, basically placing it between these two parts. However, we found that in some cases, because the gasket has a bit of elasticity, it may warp or lift up slightly, so there's still a risk of light leakage. So today I will explain how to completely solve this light leakage problem. Actually, it is very simple. We only need to cover these 6 long slot openings. The method we recommend now is do not place the light blocking gasket between the ETA and the OAG, but place it directly on the top. So how do we install it? The gaskets that you received before are not designed to be placed on the front, but we can still install them. Now I will show you how to do it. First, we remove this silver ring. Then place the gasket here, and these slots, for the slots on the gasket, you can ignore them. Do not align these slots with the slots on the ETA, otherwise it will not block the light. We need to offset the slots a bit so that the gasket can completely cover these slots. For example, like this. Then we put the silver ring back on and just fix the silver ring right in place. Some users may find that the previous gasket did not provide holes for the screws that fixed the silver ring. Of course, we may modify the gasket later to better adapt it, but using the old gasket is also fine, because this light blocking gasket is very thin and it is somewhat like a paper-like material. When you need to install it, you can just poke it firmly and that's it. It's equivalent to making a hole in the gasket by yourself. Then we install the light blocking gasket and the silver ring in place, and that's it. Just place the light blocking gasket between the silver ring and the ETA. Okay, after doing this, we can ensure that our ETA will not allow any light to come in. And it actually looks pretty nice, right? The combination of black, silver, and red color. And then we can directly connect it to our telescope. This is the method for users who keeps the silver ring. If you cannot keep the silver ring, for example, if your front adapter is very large and you must remove the silver ring, otherwise it will conflict with your adapter, we just place the gasket on the top, like this, and then you can directly connect it to the telescope. Because the inner diameter of this light blocking gasket is M54, you can just treat it as an ordinary spacer, and that's it. This is also very simple. Okay, thank you for your watching. See you next time.